Cubs Radio.
Cubs Radio.
Gone are the days when the ox fall down. You take up the yoke and plow the fields around. Gone are the days when the lady said, please, gently Jack Jones, won't you come to me? Brown-eyed women in red grenadine. The bottle was dusty, but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with the rain pouring down, and it looks like the old man's getting on. 1920 when he stepped to the bar, drank to the dregs of the whiskey jar. 1930 when the walls caved in, he paid his way selling red-eye gin. Brown-eyed women in red grenadine. The bottle was dusty, but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with the rain pouring down. It looks like the old man's getting on. Delilah Jones was the mother of twins. 2 times over, you know the rest was sins. Raised 8 boys, only I turned bad. Didn't get the lickings that the other ones had. Brown-eyed women in red grenadine. The bottle was dusty, but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with the rain pouring down. It looks like the old man's getting on. Tumbled down shack in Bigfoot County. Snowed so hard that the roof caved in. Delilah Jones went to meet her God, and the old man never was the same again. Daddy made whiskey and he made it well. Cost $2, you know it burned like hell. I cut hickory just to fire the still. Drink down a bottle and you're ready to kill. Brown-eyed women in red grenadine. The bottle was dusty, but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with the rain pouring down. It looks like the old man's getting on. Gone are the days when the ox fall down. You take up the yoke and plow the fields around. Gone are the days when the lady said, please, gently Jack Jones, won't you come to me? Brown-eyed women in red grenadine. The bottle was dusty, but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with the rain pouring down, and it looks like the old man's getting on. And it looks like the old man's getting on. Oh, nice little embellishment there at the end.
Yeah, very tasteful.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of FlipTrax Radio, coming to you live from Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. I am happy to have my special guest here tonight, Mr. Adam Politov. Hi, Adam.
Hello.
Hello.
Lovely to be here.
For those of you who don't know, Adam's a drummer, and he's been drumming with not one but 2 bands that I play with the Dave Diamond Band for years now, and recently, in recent days, with Half Step. And how's that going for you there, brother?
Going really well. Nice and busy.
Nice and busy.
Busy.
Aside from that, you do jazz trio stuff.
Busy do a lot of Sunday brunch gigs with that.
Right. You do some funkadelic stuff, right?
Funkadelic stuff as well.
Donka Baby.
That was a reboot of the old Rainbow Trout days.
That's right. Rainbow Trout from the 90s.
Rainbow Trout, early 90s, late 90s.
Yeah, Crispy Chicken, God bless.
Yeah.
And Dave Diamond and Paul Dooley.
Billy Titus. Yeah, Bill Capozzi, old school.
Yeah, old school Bill Capozzi.
Yeah.
Bass.
Mark
Calderon, of course.
Yeah, now he's a West Coast guy.
And you had Keith Lemerdozzi sometime there and doing some percussion. Well, that might have been in and out of your
that was. I think that was a little bit before my time. And then Joe Einity, who was playing bass for us.
I don't know him.
I think he's out east now. Yeah.
So we just did 2 slamming shows in Port Chester, New York at the Capitol Theater. We opened up for O'Teal and Friends. O'Teal Burbridge, who's been with Dead & Company now for a few years. He's been the only bass player in Dead & Company since they've been created. And we played at Garcia's.
That was a blast.
Which is a special little place. Just seeing the murals on the walls. And
where is that?
It's in Port Chester. I guess pretty much once you're over the bridge and into Westchester, it's not too far.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Old theater. It's been there since God knows when, but the Grateful Dead played there back in 70 and 71. It's like one of their hallowed grounds. And they turned it into a Grateful Dead mecca. You got to see this neighborhood.
Yeah, that's true.
You go to the taqueria and they play Dead music and there's stickers everywhere. And, it's just a cool little scene there
that
they
cool
developed.
Vibe.
Peter Shapiro. And very cool. So what do you think of those shows there?
I thought they were great. A lot of excitement and a lot of build-up coming up to those shows.
Yeah, Dave's got a very vast repertoire, and we're always learning new stuff. So they were 2 completely different nights. One night was more funk.
Yeah.
And driving. The next night was a little more earthy and acoustic. Some of Dave's more thoughtful lyrical songs and stuff.
Yeah, definitely changed it up both nights. Also had 2 different bass players that were playing with us.
And keyboardists.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that... we were able to do a few different tunes on both nights, which was a lot of fun.
Is that really Dave's last name?
Dave Diamond?
Yeah, I just always wondered.
That's his real name.
Kind of lucky.
Real and stage name.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I guess on his library card it must be like David Lee Roth because it's Diamond Dave. So these are the last name first. So.
Yeah.
Somebody actually asked that the other night. When's Diamond Dave go on?
Really? Okay.
It's funny. Anyway, perks out to him and the rest of the band, and some of those guys cross over into Half Step as well. We have Craig Privet on the bass who plays with Half Step as well.
Yep.
And Dave Diamond plays drums. So Adam is not only Dave's drummer when Dave plays guitar, but then he double drums with Dave when we play Grateful Dead. So that's a whole different experience for you lately, doing double drums.
Yeah. Exciting for sure. Learning a lot.
Yeah.
Playing with another drummer, a lot of components to it. Definitely playing the Dead stuff is challenging in and of itself, and also, being musical enough to play with another drummer, especially if someone like Dave.
Exactly. Well, you guys have a chemistry to begin with, so it's not like you have to really figure too much out as far as your thought process there with the Dead. But Dave's definitely been doing it for a long time, and you haven't, so it's kind of cool. You're getting the fresh take on things, and then the real, standard approach from Dave's doing for all the shows he's played, boy.
Yeah. Years and years and years and years. So that's definitely been challenging too, learning the music and sinking my head into it all, for a lack of a better term, trying to pick it up as much as possible,
Well, it's like a whole language of its own that you're learning.
Yeah.
They don't have, Rosetta Stone? They should have that for Grateful Dead.
Dead Stone?
Yeah, I can learn. Well, I'm not too far from the truth there. Dead Stoned.
Dead Stoned.
Ba-dum, boom.
Yeah, but it's been great. It's been exciting, to say the least, Also looking forward to a lot more down the road,
It's been exciting for us, too, having you on board, because your energy is just off the charts usually.
Nice.
He's the kid in the band.
Yeah.
So...
40 years old.
Yeah, you're pushing us old-timers into the whole realm of ambition.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should come check us out together as the full band. Grateful Dead Tribute Half Step. We'll be playing at the Patchogue venue called Stereo Garden. and we'll be out there on March 25th.
Friday night.
Friday night. Not this Friday, but next Friday.
Next Friday, 25th, right?
And there's a big art exhibit that's going along with it. Local artists are going to set up their stuff in the lobby.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know how much space we have, but if we do have a nice amount of space, we might invite the mini wall of sound again to
Nice.
come and blast the show through that, which is an experience of sight and sound.
Yeah, that would be great.
So let's play another tune.
Yeah.
Feeling Beatles today. I feel like the Beatles every day, but I don't physically feel like the Beatles. But here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. That's what I love about you, Adam. You'll play something you never heard or played before and fit it in there, get it going. Love
You
it.
do the same thing. I can't believe how many times you do that. You're like, I don't know the song, and then you twiddle around for 5 seconds, and then you know the whole thing.
Yeah, it's all about how you fake it. Well, with drums, you have the luxury of not having to worry about notes.
True.
To some degree.
To some degree.
I mean, it's all about notes, but it's not about tonal intervals.
Yeah, you know, just hold it down, keep it simple.
How long does it take your hands to get used to slamming them on something that would hurt? I always wondered that because it would hurt the tips of your fingers if you're not used to it, right?
That's true. Well, you build up, over the course of, this half a lifetime doing it, I guess.
I've seen percussionists put tape on there.
Yeah, tape. There's all different tricks those guys use for long gigs like that and stuff. But, build up those big calluses and stuff.
So let's give these people a little bit of your background here. Like, you started really young.
Yeah, playing drums 11 years old. Got my first drum set around 12, 13. And real heavy influence early on with jazz, a lot of straight ahead music.
Yeah.
A lot of my teachers when I was younger, that was, what they were really into. So that was my foundation, for lack of a better term.
So that was your first stepping stones, was jazz?
Yeah, pretty good stuff too. A lot of Coltrane, a lot of Elvin stuff, real heavy duty, avant-garde jazz. So I soaked a lot of that up, and that was the first music I was really listening to and really playing. And did some stuff in high school, then wound up going to Berkeley for some time in Boston, which was a lot of fun. And
It's a
had
tough school.
Yeah.
Tough music school. It really disciplines you, and a lot of cats got out of there.
Yeah, it's a heavy scene.
You were cool. You have been to the Berkeley school. So then that, I'm sure, must have led to the funk, right? And
Yeah,
fusion.
moved into New York City after coming off the road with the Trout guys, and then was playing in a East Village funk band for 6-7 years, and that was like going to school. That was real. 4 on the floor for years, but it was a beautiful thing, beautiful experience to play with those guys.
Wow. And you guys toured extensively, right?
Yeah, we did a lot of shows. We did a lot of stuff in Europe, Greece, and some stuff in Austria. But we were there playing for weeks and weeks on end, and we were doing big shows, big venues, which was really, you get your chops doing that stuff,
You learn fast. In the
Real quick.
Real world situation.
Real quick, for sure. Yeah, beautiful thing.
So then, from that point, did you ever delve into like original bands, original music prior to the Dave Diamond original thing?
Yeah, when I was doing the Rainbow Trout stuff, coming out of Berkeley when I was, 19, 20, 21, those guys were doing a lot of original work. We were doing covers and stuff like most bands do when they go on the road to keep people sort of engaged.
Yeah.
And then you start slipping in your original tunes and all that.
Then they
Old
start
school.
asking for them before they covers.
and then they want to know what you're going to play as you pull up, But, was doing a lot of original work with those guys. And then, but with Dave, it's a completely different story. It's all mostly original work with,
Right.
him writing out all the stuff, which is really a great thing.
And it's interesting for you to, pretty much play the beats that he has going on in his head, and then you can fit your own style into it.
Yeah, that has been pretty interesting over the last couple of
Because
years.
he usually, demos all his stuff on the drums,
all
right?
of it, always his stuff, yeah. And also a lot of the, most of the albums that he records, the Dave Diamond albums, they're mostly him on drums as well.
Right. Well, the last one we recorded was
with us.
It's going to be an official band album. I
Right.
just don't know when that's going to come
Yeah,
out,
I'm not
Dave.
sure.
But we did release a live thing with all of us, which was cool.
I think he got something mixed the other day actually and finished.
Yeah.
Some stuff's coming together, so that's going to be exciting too when that comes out for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of experience in the studio. Why don't you tell them about that special album you're a part of?
The Les Paul stuff.
Yeah.
That was a real gift and a real blessing to be a part of that for sure. This was just me being in the right place at the right time. I was recording an album, a funk album actually in 2005. This is a long time ago now, but down in the East Village. I forget the name of the studio, and we were supposed to be in the studio for 2 days. So the first day was 6-7 hours of just setting mics up and drums up and getting sound, and it took forever. We didn't even really get to any music at the end of the first day. But I had been hitting some drums and getting myself, acclimated, getting myself comfortable. And a studio engineer walked up to me and asked me if I was busy the next morning, if I can come into the studio a couple hours early. He wanted to know if I'd be interested in doing some work on an album he told me they were putting out. He was being very vague about everything, but then eventually told me it was a Les Paul album.
A tribute to Les Paul.
A tribute to Les Paul. For his 92nd or 91st birthday. I don't remember exactly how old he was, but they were doing a tribute album for him. And there was one tune that they wanted to get some different drum tracks on, so I went home that night and I figured out a couple of ideas and came in the next morning and shared those ideas, and was lucky enough to get a call a couple of weeks later. They told me that I was going to make it onto one of the tunes, which was absolutely unbelievable.
What was really unbelievable is the other players on that tune.
Yeah. That was really also a blessing as well. So it was good. The tune I played on was called "Good Morning, Little Schoolgirl," which is a very famous tune. I'm sure everyone knows what that is. And so it was Les Paul was obviously on the track, and Keith Richards, Buddy Guy was singing, Hiram Bullock, Rick Derringer, just to name a few. Those were the heavy of the heavies.
That's insane. Good company to be in there.
Yeah, it was. It still blows my mind every time I think about it, for sure.
Yeah, and when I heard the track, I was really very impressed, and it's like, that's Adam. That's cool.
Yeah,
Good
it's
stuff.
pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
So you read charts, music. Do you ever think of teaching drums? Is that something you...
I taught briefly years back at the School of Rock, actually, for a few years. Nothing too serious. I didn't really put in the time to get out of it what I would really have liked to, but I've thought about it. Something to, think about for the future, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good side stuff. If anything, it keeps you fresh, learning new songs for the people you're teaching. Because
Absolutely.
you're delving into what they're into, and
Yep.
it's a expanding repertoire. It's a good thing.
Yeah, keeps your chops up, reading chops, writing chops, playing as well, going back to the basics too.
Yeah,
It's really a good thing.
cool. So also, the style and the influence aside from the jazz and the funk, what do you see as an influence of your style? Do you have any guys you look up to or find as an idol? I mean, you've asked me, I'd be like, David Gilmour, Jerry Garcia, but who do you got?
Yeah.
Is it Steve Gadd? Is it?
It's interesting, Steve Gadd. Actually, yeah, he's up there.
Yeah.
I admire his playing a lot. When I was younger, I was really into everything. I mean, listening to the Beatles, hearing what Ringo was doing, and then listening to Led Zeppelin and hear what Bono was doing, all this kind of stuff. I mean, of course, naming off all the most famous bands there are, but
But that's okay if you listen
That's
to
okay,
that
right,
stuff.
exactly.
It seeps in,
yeah, and a lot of Hendrix when I was younger. It was that rock and roll, real flowy openness to the whole, thing that was really attractive to me. But mostly, going back to it, really a lot of that jazz, swingy stuff from back in the day. There was a lot of these drummers I was just listening to so much as a kid that I carried that over to a lot of the funk and a lot of the dead stuff that we're doing now, which tends to lend itself to that early dead.
Yeah. I mean, Billy Kreutzmann certainly has a very swing
Yep.
orientated style, very-
Definitely a flow to his playing for sure, It's a very unique one as well.
What's your take on Ringo? I hear people say that Ringo was just a fantastic drummer, and then other people I don't think give him enough credit. But what do you think as a drummer? What's your take on him?
I have nothing but amazing things to say about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing
I'm always
his thing.
shocked when people say that he's
Well, I think
not a
the
great drummer.
stereotype is so established that Ringo was the one who didn't write songs and didn't get to sing much, and
Right.
so it's almost the myth of that has become more of the fact that he's really not worth his weight in the band, which he's certainly a quarter of the Beatles.
Yeah, if there wasn't for him, there wouldn't be the Beatles. Of
And,
course,
and the
doing what he was doing.
innovative style that he had, as far as songs like "In My Life" or "Rain," or where he really stepped it up, and it was a focal point of the songs almost. Nobody was really doing that at that point. So, I love Ringo.
Definitely true.
As far as him as a persona in the 70s, nobody really kind of related to him as a drummer anymore. He was just more like that lead singer guy. You're 16. What's my name, kiddies? Everything in the 70s, you didn't really ever see him behind a kit and
Right.
being a drummer. So I don't even think he looks at himself as like, I'm just a drummer. It's just,
Oh, definitely not.
the whole package.
Well, Charlie Watts too is another good example.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like real
Hanging
swingy,
out,
holding
but-
it down, like just doing.
But that's what they're supposed to do, right?
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
keep-
What the music calls for.
Also jazz influence. From,
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
He was something.
For sure.
I haven't seen any footage of the Stones without him yet. Have you been seeing stuff on YouTube or I know they're giving him a big tribute before they do anything on the screens and all
Yeah.
that. But they're in good hands with Steve Jordan. Is that who's playing?
I believe so.
I've seen Queen a couple of times, and they do a really nice tribute to
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury every time. You know, with the big screens and stuff, and with him singing and.
Yeah, McCartney does that too in his shows. He'll do a little bit for Linda, a little bit for George, a little bit for John. So it's
Yeah. Did you ever see the Stones?
The Stones, yeah, a few times.
That's great. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
them once myself. I had a chance to make that happen.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal show.
You know, to be in that age and still run around like a kid. Mick Jagger, he's like
Yeah.
a machine, rock and roll machine.
There's a couple of miles on stage, I heard, every Joe. He's running around so much.
Yeah.
He's putting in some serious miles.
So anybody out there who's watching or listening and want to chime in and give us a call 516-465-3990. Maybe we'll get a call or two and someone can ask Adam a question or ask Sally a question or ask me a question or just make a comment, but you have to be nice. We screen our calls before they... And when you do get through, remember you're on the air because a lot of people, they'll just call and they'll think like, I want to talk to... So be aware of that. So get your stage fright out of the way if you're going to make a phone call. You're on. We got red lights in here. All right, let's think of something to do here.
Do another one?
Yeah. Do an original song of mine.
Ooh, lovely.
This is a song called Seize the Day. I know now the time has come to do what should have been done long ago. It's so hard for me to say, I just can't live this way anymore. I can't imagine why I let myself get dragged in by the undertow. But it's my right I must defend. I will fight until the end of the war. I'll find a way to seize the day. 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 Well, there's tension in the air. I'm very much aware of what is true. But the battle's not yet won. The worst is yet to come straight to a head. Putting all the past behind, try to block it out of my mind and start anew. And it's just a crying shame. It'll never be the same ever again. But I'll find a way to seize the day. 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 I love when I forget my bridges. I'll play it right now. That's how it goes.
It gives you a chance to figure it out.
Spooky. Spooky changes there for the middle.
What's the name of that one?
Seize the day.
Seize the Day.
Carpe diem? Is that what they say?
Mm-hmm. Carpe diem.
Yeah, carpe diem. Nice.
That sounded great, man.
That's a nice, cool little drum you got there. Tell us about that.
This is handmade djembe that was gifted to me
I love the bottom.
by a
The
dear
leaves.
friend. Yeah, all this beautiful
What's that made of? Like, what kind of wood is that?
mahogany. It's got some serious weight to it, too.
I would say, yeah.
It's legit. Senegal. That's where it's from.
Wow.
Beautiful piece of work.
Very much.
Yeah. Still working my way around it, you know. It's new. Been busting it out every so often, playing with it.
Well, what about the next drum solo, huh?
Yeah.
'Cause,
Actually,
you know-
yeah, it's a great idea for the
Yeah.
big show that we have coming up.
Yeah, there was times they would break out tabla drums and all kinds of
Absolutely, yeah.
I like that. I like that. You had a gong last time.
The gong will be
It's
there
not,
this
it's not
time
a rock
too.
concert without a gong. We
going
didn't
to-
light it on fire though. We should have.
Yeah.
It's kind of small.
Be a little bitty fire, but it'll be worth it. That's going to be their next show too. They're just going to be there at all the big shows.
Yeah.
Absolutely. New addition to the percussion behind the stage.
Well, I mean, if you see the rhythm devils, as they call them, in the '80s, the drums that Mickey and Billy had were mounted bass drums and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
There's a whole thing going on back there. It was beautiful.
If we have the facilities, you know, the venues that'll have the space, you know, we can definitely build something like that.
Yeah,
I can contribute a bass drum or two.
Just collect bass drums and start throwing them
Yeah.
up. The wall of drums. We could do that too. Sounds about right.
Yeah, no, that's one of the fun parts of the show is always for me. A lot of people didn't like the drums in space section of a Grateful Dead concert because it was like pointless sometimes because there's no groove to it. There's no song, no structure. It's
Yeah.
just space sounds and earthy sounds and tones, frequencies. They knew how to tap into certain things. But
Yeah, absolutely.
a lot of people it was the bathroom break.
Still is to some people,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, even at the half-step shows. We give the opportunity to get a break during Adam's shining moment. You can-
Dave and I just doing our thing. It's cool, you know.
No, actually, the last Space Theater show we did, the drums were off the charts. You guys were like really, you know, in it.
Yeah, I remember we were both pretty dialed in for that show. You know, I remember that one was a really good one. That was the first gong sighting at the
It was.
half-step show.
And was it it wasn't the first electronic pad thing that Dave had?
No, I think that
He used
Eisenhower
that
Park.
Eisenhower Park.
Yeah, that was an Eisenhower Park thing, which was
was
also
cool.
pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was a great show. Hope to do that again. I don't know what's happening with their summer
Yeah, I
concert
love
series.
shows there. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
I saw Huey Lewis once there.
Wow.
It was cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, we were lucky enough to play there twice last season. They had a fall festival, and they
That's right.
asked us to be part of that too.
I think it's like one of the best parts about Long Island are all the outdoor concerts. You know, it's
Yeah.
you know, people complain about taxes here, but you go anywhere in the country, you don't have stuff like that.
Yeah, we have a very thriving music scene.
It is. There's a lot of beautiful places for sure to play outside when the weather's nice. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we got some outdoor shows already lined up. Morgan Park in Glen Cove.
That's right.
What's the other park? Oh, the Clark Botanical Gardens. You know where that is? In Carr Place or No, I think it's Williston Park. Anywho, those are two outdoor shows this summer. Check out our calendar at halfstepgd.com for future shows. And what else we got here? Let's think of something to play that gives you a little bit more of a groovy thing.
A little more groovy thing.
gonna let it all hang down. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang down. Give a call for suspicion, give an exhibition, find out what it is all about. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang down. After midnight, we're gonna shake your tambourine. After midnight, we're gonna be peaches and cream. Give a cause for suspicion, give an exhibition, find out what it is all about. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang down. midnight, we're gonna let it all hang down. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang down. exhibition. Find out what it is all about. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang down.
I loved that. That was so cool.
That was fun. You should have grabbed the shaker and joined in.
Yeah, there's two of them here. I'm gonna leave one for you here, so you definitely grab one.
I can shake it.
Just throw it across the room if you want to.
No, really, that was really cool. That was great.
Yeah, it was nice. Good way to throw my guitar out of tune.
I didn't realize how easily a guitar will be out of tune.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I had no idea. Like, people will come here with a
I thought you
guitar.
were going to say, I don't know how easily a guitar could become a drum. But not,
You make everything look easy.
oh, no.
No, people will drive with their guitar in the car and then come back out and have to, like, retune it. Like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Happens
they're
pretty
sensitive.
Yeah, yeah.
Sensitive.
Well, like, since it was hot in here and now it's cool in here, like, wood reacts to that. Hopefully not instantaneously, but...
Do horns do the same thing? I remember I had a friend who was playing saxophone. She said she always just rented her saxophone because she wouldn't take it on a plane because it changed it. And I didn't even know that a saxophone would have that
maybe
effect.
the air pressure would have something to do with it.
Change the tone of it somehow.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I know guitars, especially when you fly, you got to tune them low or else the tension, the compression of the air and all. So I'm told. I've traveled with guitars without detuning them, and they made it.
Works out perfectly fine.
Let's do another.
Ooh, we've got a phone call if you want to take it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There's somebody out there?
Welcome to FlipTrax.
Yeah, hi, how you doing? Just a quick question. Was that considered drums in space?
Was that considered a drums and space? It all depends on what you're on.
Well, you know, Tom, on all that stuff.
Oh, is this Bobby Strick?
Hey, brother, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you, sir?
Hold on, Adam's putting on his earphones here so we can hear what's going on.
All right, we're good.
It's Jerry Bob.
Hey.
What's up, sir?
Well, hello, sir. Lovely to hear from you.
Carry on, sir. Hey, did you have fun this weekend, Bob, at the Capitol Theater?
What a great 2 shows this week, and I tell you, you guys were on fire.
Thank
I
you.
had a rest all day Sunday, though, man. Total vegged out here, making like a potato on the couch.
Well, it is the day of rest, so it's very cool that you did that.
Yeah, no, man. It was real good.
Awesome.
So we'll see you, Wednesday?
Yes, I will be at the warehouse on Wednesday with Tiger Rose.
And the next time for Half Step?
Well, Half Step will be at the Stereo Garden. I hope you're going. Patchwork Theater, March 25th.
We got our tickets already.
Oh, good for you.
Excellent.
You're the man.
Get all those people out there to get these tickets, man. It's going to be a hot show.
I think it's going to be. You better tell your friends.
I will. I always do, man. You know that. Hey, thanks, guys, for keeping everything going.
You got any requests?
Something we can play drums on.
Oh, hey, Maria. I hear you laughing in the back there.
Maria said, tell them space and drums. No, and she says, no, dates between.
I'm always saying joking. I'm always joking.
Oh, okay. You know I would definitely ruin that one right here on the air.
No, only a joke, she said.
Love you, Tom.
Love you guys.
That's awesome.
Hey, we'll see you soon, man. Thanks again for everything.
Thank you, Bobby. Thanks for
too.
calling
Peace out,
in.
bro.
Later, man.
Good night. I love those people.
So nice to hear from him.
We don't need these now, right?
No,
Unless we...
that's pretty funny.
Close enough for tuning here. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on the rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood.
They're going crazy.
And you'd be happy to know there's a comedy show going on right now in the comedy club. We're in the back closet of the comedy club, and we're hearing a lot of woo 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 ha 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 woo 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 ha 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 through the walls. It's pretty cool. Who is that? That's such a deep woo woo woo. Drawing attention to something you don't need to even care about. Thank you. Yeah, think of another song here that you never played before.
Yeah, let's do something new.
Something new. Well, you know, we did Here Comes the Sun.
Why don't we do one of you? Yeah,
We could do Here Comes Sunshine.
that works.
Sure. This is another Grateful Dead song. Wake of the flood, laughing water, 49. Get out your pants, don't just stand there dreaming. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Here comes sunshine. Here comes sunshine. You nice. Maybe try it 2 times, maybe more. It's good to know you've got shoes to wear when you for more. Here comes sunshine. Here comes asking you nicely, keep the mother rolling one more time. Been down before, you just don't have to go no more. No more. Here comes sunshine. Here comes I let out from Reno, I was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. Said I'll run it, but I'll take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the devil, babe, and he loaned me 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Said I'll run it, but I'll take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. I ran down to the levee, but the devil caught me there. He took my $20 bill and he vanished in the air. Said I'll run it, but I'll take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Well, I got two reasons why I cry away each lonely night. First one's named Sweet Anne-Marie, she's my heart's delight. Second one is Prison Babe, sheriff's on my trail. If he catches up with me, you know I'll spend my life in jail. Got a wife in Chino, babe, and one in Cherokee. First one says she's got my child, but it don't look like me. Said I'll run it, but I'll take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Well, I got two reasons why I cry away each lonely night. The first one's named Sweet Anne Marie, and she's my heart's delight. The second one is Prison Babe, she's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, you know I'll spend my life in jail. Got a wife in Chino, babe, and one in Cherokee. First one says she's got my child, but it don't look like me. Said I'll run it, but I'll take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. That was fun.
That was lovely.
Lovely.
That was fun.
Yeah. And look at how fast the hour went.
Oh, wow.
Can you
It goes
believe it?
fast.
You were right.
Yeah,
It's
it
2
goes
minutes fast, so we can probably do another little quick little
you were
jingle.
Oh yeah,
You're
help
right.
yourself.
Yeah. But thanks everyone for tuning in tonight, and thank you, Adam, for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Adam Politov, everybody. I
This
can
was
hear
a
them
blast.
applauding
It's a blast.
from the other room. He just said a real funny joke.
They're laughing hysterically. It's amazing.
It is. It's incredible. Okay, I'm going to do another original song. This one is an anthem of mine that I play occasionally, if not a little too much, but it's all for the love of my dear past friend Billy Capozzi. We
Ooh,
co-wrote
yeah.
this song back in high school.
Wow.
That's our 10-year anniversary is coming up. Just kidding. It's called Don't Disturb Matter. If and when it is touched, don't disturb matter. You may see it is wrong, don't disturb matter. I don't mean to tell you why. You'll figure it out before you die. Though you may try and try again. It is right. It could be wrong. Don't disturb matter. When you see it begin to crumble, don't disturb matter. I don't need to tell you why. You'll figure it out before you die. Though you may try and try again. If and when it is touched, don't disturb matter. Don't disturb matter, no matter, no, don't disturb Mr. Matter. Well, if my words did glow with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. The thoughts are broken, perhaps they're better left unsung. I don't know, don't really care. Let there be songs to fill the air. Ripple in still water where there is no pebble tops, nor wind to blow. Reach out your hand. If your cup be empty, if your cup is full, may it be again. Let it be known there is a fountain that was not made by the hands of man. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Rebel in still water when there is no pebble tops, no wind to blow. Will you choose to lead must follow? But if you fall alone. If you should stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. Da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da, la da da, la da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da. La la da da, la da 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 da. Good night, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you again, Adam. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Governor's Comedy Club, and we'll see you soon. Good night.